wild horse, and at the same time he stabbed it in the back till it croaked. In the South Seas, in water so clear you could see right down to the bottom where queer fish swim, a fisherman jumped into the sea with a banana in his mouth. He spit bits of the banana at a huge groper, which gobbled them up, all the time coming closer and closer, till the fisherman caught that big fish in his bare hands. There were another time when me father were at the bow and a sperm whale, big as a house, were harpooned, and the whaleboat, stuck fast to the wounded whale, were dragged along at a wild speed toward the sun on the horizon till the monster died of exhaustion. One time, me father were at anchor in Western Australia when he saw a genie on a beach, and she was singing a song, an uncanny song like you sing to ghosts, but it called to the whales. One whale, a minkie, came to shore, sucked in by her song, and beached itself like a sacrifice for her. On the Tasmanian coast, near South Bruni, a whale were winched into the flensing yard, where a big puncture were cut into the back of the creature, and an old man, crippled with tuberculosis so bad that he walked on all fours, were put into it like a plug down a hole. He were pulled out half a day later, and all the workers were thunderstruck 'cause this fella could walk, and he was straight-backed. He had been cured. When me father came home from his voyages, you knew. When me mother and I lived by ourselves, everything were quiet. But when me father were in the house, there was singing, and me mother kept bursting into giggles, and me father's footsteps were loud and happy. One time when I were about 5, he brought back some stuff from inside a whale. He had carved it out from deep inside its spout. It were like a small, grey, ugly sponge. He put it in a jar, and sometimes I opened the lid and sniffed it. It half stank of dead, putrid things from the sea, but when I got past that stink, I smelled perfume, ever so sweet, a rosy, sugary mist. Me father said it were worth more than gold, but he never tried to sell it. It were to be me dowry. He had lots of memories of his whaling. There were a harpoon on the wall, baleen always drying on the back veranda, rigging ropes and cutting blades so sharp that when the sun shone on the blades, it cut the shine up into thin pieces. People smile when I say that, but I saw it with me own eyes. His times away grew longer 'cause whales were harder to find. Once River Derwent was so choked with whales that it was just a matter of going out in a boat and harpooning. You could do it wearing a blindfold. There were so many right whales using the river as a nursery. The people of Hobart used to complain that they couldn't sleep 'cause of all the whales blowing all the time. That's how many there were, me father said. Now he had to go to all parts of the globe. Me mother and me were close, like sisters, when me father were away. She taught me to read and write. I were very keen on animals, especially Sam the pig. He were as big as a beer barrel, and he allowed me to ride him. I spent a lot of time with him, talking to him in grunts and snuffles. I never made fun of him by going, oink, oink. Me mother used to get worried. Why are you talking to Sam like he were a person? But I were lonely being a child in the bush by myself, and, I were just a little girl. But I'd look at Sam as I were talking to him, and he'd seem to understand.